This is our Between the Two Ferns.
Oh,
Have you seen that one?
yeah, I have seen that.
We won't get that. And we can sit right there if you like to. We have a mic if you want to use that.
Oh, yeah, I like that. They make me feel powerful.
Check, check, check. Hello, hello, hello.
How is everyone?
Good.
Hi.
By the way, we're streaming on Ustream. We are
Oh.
live across
What's
the world
that?
right now.
Street?
Hello. So first off, welcome to Kansas City. Welcome to 95.7 The Vibe.
Thank you for having me.
Been crazy, huh?
Yeah, it's been pretty busy.
What you been up to?
I've been traveling a lot, going all over the place, promoting Replay and the album, and I've spent maybe like 2 days at home this whole month, so I'm pretty. I mean, hey, that's how you know you're doing things right.
Speaking of being busy, Halloween. Do you get to do anything for Halloween? Do you get to dress up? Do you get to still go trick or treating?
Well, I would love to, but I don't really have that much time. So that's kind of oh hey, yeah, she's throwing up her seat. Okay, I see you, girl. But yeah, no, I don't really have time to like figure something out in that whole thing. But I think I'm going to go to Universal City Walk or Universal Studios in like LA. They have like the Halloween Horror Nights. I don't know if you guys have something like that out here, but it's pretty cool. I mean, I went last year and it was awesome because it's dark, so no one sees me. There's like creepy clowns with like what do you call them? Chainsaws running after people, so nobody cares that Zendaya is there, which is great. So I'm just walking around and nobody cares. And it's just fun, I just go with my friends. Other than that, I don't really do too much. I'm pretty boring.
How do you feel about having a Halloween costume out there based on your character from Shake It Up?
That's pretty cool. That is pretty cool. I think it's funny that they literally like we obviously I wore that outfit like on the show, and then they create an outfit that's like it's like one piece of like my outfit. It's weird, and they created this whole thing, and it's really cool to see, and it's really especially cute to see the little ones in my little costumes. I think like I'm just like, oh my gosh, it was just so cute. Like, can I take a picture of you? So I can't wait to go like trick or treating with my little nieces and stuff because I'm probably gonna see a lot of Rocky and Cece's out there. But I'm gonna dress up so they won't freak out.
What are you gonna dress up as?
I don't know. I'll just be the ghost, put some sheet over my head, and keep it simple because I do not have any creativity. And I'm lazy. I'm lazy when it comes to Halloween. I'm one of those people. I like to get stuff that's already in my closet, so you don't have to, spend money, blah 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 blah. And if I do spend money, it's gonna be something that I can wear again. I'm gonna get like a cute outfit that I could like. Oh, I'm a this and this, but I can also wear this tomorrow. So yeah.
So let's talk about Shake It Up. How many seasons are you in?
We finished 3 seasons.
Now, is it true that it's done after the next season? Is that correct?
We're done after this season.
After this season.
The current season that is on right now is the last season of Shake It Up.
Oh.
I know. It's sad, but I mean, obviously, I think Shake It Up is gonna live forever. I think it's made an impact on so many people, and I feel like, the episodes aren't over. They still play Hannah Montana,
Yeah.
So they're gonna keep replaying. We have a few more episodes until the finale, and I did a Disney Channel movie as well, so that should be coming out sometime next year. So I'm not like leaving Disney Channel or anything like that. I'm still there.
What about new shows? I mean, you said you got the movie coming out. Are there any other shows that you're looking for or been asked about?
Not really yet. I think we're just kind of still figuring that out. And right now, it's more about the music. So music is my number one priority right now. But we'll see what happens.
And a nice seg right into the music.
A little segue.
Zendaya, the new album. Tell me about this thing.
Well,
how much does this mean to you right here?
It means a lot to me. It's like, it's my little baby. I've been working on it for like a year now. And it's like everything, has come from myself. That's why it's called Zendaya. Because everybody says my name wrong.
What do they say? Zendaya? I was saying that for the longest time until I was corrected.
I know.
I went to YouTube and I had to type in how to pronounce.
They have a
yeah, and they said Zendaya. And I was like, I feel like an idiot.
See? Because look, guys, it's really simple. Ready? Zen, Z-E-N.
Okay.
Day, D-A-Y. A. That's all it is.
So she basically just called me an idiot. That's what she did. That's okay.
No. But yeah, so that's one of the reasons. But also because, I feel like the album is very much myself, and I want people to, be able to see who I am right off the bat and figure out who I am as an artist and as a person. And all the songs on there are, every single one I love. Every single one I would listen to 1,000 times because I feel like if you don't love your own music, then how can you expect anyone else to? Every song, I make sure is really fit for me. It's really something that I love. Um, and that is, every song has been altered to be for Zendaya, and then also, let's see, down to like artwork, even like the stuff on the cover and stuff in the little booklet thing. Like I am so detail oriented. The thing is because I'm a Virgo. Is anybody a Virgo in here? You know what I'm saying? Virgos were so particular, and Virgos like Michael Jackson and Beyonce. I mean, just to name a few. Richard Smith. I mean, whatever. It's not like it's a big deal or anything, but they're very very detail oriented, and every little thing counts to me. So there's a connection to everything. Everything had a reason. Every color, every black and white picture. Why is it black and white? Why is this one in color? Why is this? What I mean? Everything has a reason and a connection. Everything else. So, and everything is really coming from me. All my ideas, all my vision is just coming true. And I think that I wanted to share that with people and people to see who I am. That's the most exciting part about all this.
And we love the single replay. We're spending a lot here at 95.7 The Vibe. And we were just talking about it just a few minutes ago. When I first heard the record, I thought, that's Aaliyah. She sounds just like Aaliyah.
That's awesome.
And you were telling me that she was a big inspiration for you. What other artists out there are big inspirations for you that you look up to, that you might have listened to growing up?
Well, my number ones are always, Michael Jackson's at the top of the list forever and always because he's the king of pop, and that is it. It's Michael Jackson.
No question.
I shouldn't need a reason for that one. And then number two is Beyonce. Again, I shouldn't have to have a reason for that because she's Beyonce. And then of course, like I said, I have a lot of inspirations. I think there's a lot of people that I wanted to kind of incorporate their style or some things that they bring to or they brought to this industry and just kind of bring it a little flavor in. And I think that that's what music and art is all about anyway. Everything is a recreation of something that's already happened. There's nothing original anymore. We've all done it once.
You just got to put your spin on it.
You just got to do your own thing, like Lady Gaga. Where some? I feel like some of her inspiration came from Madonna, and some of Madonna's inspiration came from someone else. So everything just kind of recycles, but creates something else new. And I wanted to kind of bring inspirations from Janet Jackson and a little bit of MJ in there. There's a little bit of Beyonce in there. There's a little bit of Aaliyah, and I just those are the people that really influenced me style wise and. I think, obviously I give credit to where credit's due, but I also wanted to create who Zendaya is. So it's clearly Zendaya, but you can see the inspirations from a lot of other people as well.
Are you ready to do another one?
Oh, yeah. I mean, honestly, I'm really focused on this one because I still have so many more ideas. Like, this is just the beginning. Replay was just the first video. You guys have no idea what else I have stored in my brain. Because Replay, the Replay video was like my idea and my vision. I literally had this idea and I recorded it on my phone voice memos. And then I sent the voice memo to the director that I wanted, and I found the choreographer because I'm obsessed with him, and I've been following him on Twitter and everything like that. And I had no idea. I'd never met him before, but I was like, I don't know where he is, but I really want him to do my video. We found him. He was a part of it, and everything just kind of came together. And like I said, it's just it's just all these visions of mine that are coming true. So there's so much more that I have to do with just this. Like the ideas I have for videos, guys, it's crazy. But yeah, it's just the beginning. But I'm already planning for the future. I'm like, what is the next album gonna look like? Like, what am I gonna go for next? So, but that's part of being an artist. And obviously that'll change because again, I'm just starting. So who knows what I'm gonna think in a year?
Let's talk Dancing with the Stars.
Okay.
How bad did you want to win that? I mean, let's be real.
I wanted to win bad, but not just because I feel like, I wanted to win a mirror ball, but because I worked so hard for it and I gave so much of my energy and time to that show. I gave literally everything I had. I had no time to myself. I didn't have any time. Like the other contestants, they're adults.
Mm-hmm.
So they could go home, do whatever, and then go into rehearsal when they want to. Zendaya had to wake up at the butt crack of dawn and go to school, and then finish school, do an interview, and then go dance for hours, and then do the same thing every single day, all day. You know what I'm saying? So it was really, really hard, and also there was a lot of, I guess you could say, people that were either looking for me to do well or looking for me not to do well. So I really had to prove myself every week, and I wanted to give great performances. Every week was a finale week. I didn't want to rely on props and lighting to make me look good. You know, I wanted to go out there and be as professional as, you know, the pros on the show. I wanted to learn like they do. So that's really what my motivation was. And, you know, am I upset that I didn't win it? At the time I was, because I was really hurt. And, you know, I felt like I did so much. And I had a little breakdown after I left the stage. I was like, you know, everyone, you know, it's okay. I will admit. But at the end of the day, I'm more proud of like the skills that I got from that show, the work ethic. You know, I got a big brother out of the show, and also, you know, I got so much more than just a mirror ball. You know, that didn't really mean much. That's something what you put on your shelf and it just stays there and collects dust. I got more fans. I got people who care about me even more, you know, that are from other demographics, and I was able to inspire like kids that were like, maybe I should go try out something, or maybe, you know, she's the youngest there and she's still doing it. She's still working hard. So that's what I wanted them to see, and that's what I was able to do. So.
How did it feel to get a perfect score? Weren't you the only one that's ever gotten a perfect score? Am I out of line there? Is that right?
But I was the
No,
first
so there
one.
have been people who've gotten perfect scores, but you got like two
But I
perfect
was
scores.
the first one to get first. Let me just throw this out there. I mean, if I may just throw out the facts.
Please
Like,
do.
these are just facts. I'm not trying to
We're just
brag or
stating the
anything.
obvious here.
I'm just saying I was the highest score for 2 weeks straight. Just saying. And I was the youngest, y'all. I was the youngest. Let's not forget.
See?
Okay. First 9s of the season, first 10s of the season, first perfect score of the season, and the highest overall just for the season period. But I didn't win, and that's okay. I'm not bitter about that at all. I'm fine, really. I'm fine. No, but like I said, I think it's an amazing show, and the things you get out of it is so much more than scores or whatever. I didn't really care about the scores too much.
Sure.
I was more involved with like Val, my partner. If he was proud of me, and he was like, "You really did the best that you have ever done of this routine, and you were listening, and you took in what I told you," then, you know, that's what I wanted. I wanted that verification from my partner, you know, the person that has seen me go through this whole journey. So that was the important stuff.
So you're 17 years old, actress, dancer, singer, author?
Yes.
You've written a book at 17.
I wrote a tween advice book, and I wrote it because, you know, I think the teenage years are kind of like a weird time. You're not necessarily a teenager, but you're not a kid. You get some of the responsibilities, but not all the responsibilities you wanted. So it's just kind of an awkward age, and I feel like I had a nice, smooth transition. And I just want to offer real big sisterly advice. You know, it's not from an advice of like a grown up. I think that's kind of weird when a grown up is telling a 12-year-old how to be a 12-year-old. You know, like it's been a little while since you've been 12. Whereas for me, it's a little fresh on my mind, and you know, I can just offer real advice and hopefully get anyone through a time that they're dealing with in school, or I mean, it doesn't have to be like super deep topics. You know, there are the deep things as well, but there's also things like I'm having a sleepover and I don't know how to entertain guests. Okay, cool. That's chapter whatever, you know. So it's a fun book, and it also is a helpful book. So.
Is that something you like doing? Writing books? Do you want to continue to write more books?
Oh yeah, I want to write books. I mean, there's a lot I have to do in my life.
You're still young. You've got your whole life ahead
I've got
of
a
you.
long time to figure it out.
You still in school?
Yeah.
What grade?
I am in 11th grade.
Okay.
So I am so close yet so far.
Do you go to like a public school, or are you homeschooled, private school?
I do
How does that work?
independent study program. So it's basically like it's more like textbook oriented. And I have a teacher with me all the time. My teacher is back there.
Hi,
Hey,
teacher.
Monique. Hey, that's my teacher.
What's the subject of today? Have you done your lesson for
I
today?
actually, in the plane, I did some calculus, CS, so I did a test in the plane at 6 in the morning.
Calculus is 6 in the morning.
Oh, yeah, it's lovely, guys. who doesn't love to do a little calculus in the morning on the plane?
no.
My favorite.
No. No. Not
But
at all.
hey, like I said, school's very important. So you have to make your sacrifices, and I don't get to sleep on the planes or sleep when I would really love to, which is most all the time, and that's okay. There's things you got to do to make sure that I stay good in school, and then I have both parents are teachers, so I really don't have a choice.
You're stuck. You better do your homework.
Basically, I mean, there's just no way out of it.
So this is considered your recess right here.
Oh yeah,
So you get to come out and play.
Yeah, this is lunchtime right now.
Lunchtime. We had lunch for you too, thanks to Sarpino's Pizza, by the way. We had pizza for you. If you still want some, we'll let you take a box home if you'd like to.
Thank you.
Be cool. Y'all ready for some questions? Do y'all have any questions out there for Zendaya? We have one way in the back,
Yes,
really quick.
ma'am. I started dancing when I was 8 years old. I started in the hip hop dance troupe in my community, and that's kind of how I just got started with dancing. And I did hip hop and hula.
Hula.
Yeah. How about the little one next to her? I saw you had your hand up. Do you still have a question or no? No. Okay.
We'll come back to you if you remember it,
You
though.
can remember it later.
How did you get on TV?
How did I get on TV? It's really not that cool of a story. I just auditioned for it. I'm not like one of those cool stories like, oh, she was discovered in a mall and somebody found her. Or, oh, I picked her out of the crowd. No, I just auditioned for it, and it happened to be the one. Any other questions? Yes, ma'am.
So
You're right there. Go ahead.
so on CC or Shake It Up, when it has commercials for the season finale, will that where Cece doesn't remember you anymore, and will that just stay like she won't remember you?
I can't tell you.
You have to watch the season
That's the
finale.
whole-
You said that was the only season.
Yeah, that's the last episode. So you'll just have to see what happens. I can't tell you. If I told you, it would be a surprise, and I would ruin it. It's a good episode, and you'll just have to watch it and see what happens. Does she remember Rocky or does she not? Yes, ma'am, back there.
Where were you born?
I was born in Oakland, California, which is quite a while from here. Yes, ma'am.
How is your relationship with you and Bella?
She's like my little sister. And I'm more like her big brother, I feel like, because I'm very protective over her. None of her boyfriends have ever liked me. I'm usually bigger than them. And that's okay, they're supposed to be afraid of me. Did you have a question? There's someone else who had their hand up. Any other hands? I'll answer questions. They can be random. They can be weird. It's all good. Yes?
I liked your pants.
Thank you. I like your skirt. Yes, ma'am, back there.
When did you start doing Shake It Up?
I started doing Shake It Up when I got the show at 12 and a half, and we started the season at 13, when I was 13 years old. Yes, ma'am.
How long does it take to film a season?
To film a season? Months. Because every episode takes a week. So, our schedules, like, we start on Wednesdays, we rehearse for 3 days, and then we shoot for 2 days. Yes, ma'am?
What's your favorite store to shop at?
Oh, that's a tough question. I'm one of those people that I'm kind of random with my shopping. I'm not like one of those people that's like, oh, she only shops at so and so. I like to shop at random places, get random stuff, and like if you go down the street and you're like, oh, that's a cute store, let me go in there and check it out. I'm one of those people. So, I don't have a specific favorite, but you can never go wrong with like H&M, and you can never go wrong with Forever 21. Like, it's all good, but no, nothing specific. And if it's cute, I'll wear it.
Hey, what celebrity have you met that has starstruck you?
Oh gosh, I get starstruck all the time, honestly.
I know, she did the same thing when she walked in
Yeah,
the studio. She's like, I don't know who you are.
I mean, there's been a few people. I mean, Stevie Wonder was one of the big ones. I was like, oh my gosh, this is Stevie Wonder right now. This cannot be real. Stevie Wonder. I mean, being on when I was on Dancing with the Stars, I was dancing with the stars, and I was like, oh my gosh, like, hi, Winona Judd. I'm like, wow, hey. I think I was probably starstruck when I first met Kobe. That was cool. But now we're cool. Like that's pretty cool to say. How about I met Justin Bieber once. That was cool. He was small. But
He
that's,
still is small.
but that's again how most people are next to me anyway. So I couldn't really tell. I was like, is he small or am I just big? I can't tell. I don't know. I can't think of any other celebrities right now. But there's been quite a lot, and I get Star Trek probably every time. Oh, and Raven when I first met Raven because I was like, oh my gosh, you're my idol. I love you. Oh my gosh. And I still have yet to meet Beyonce. And if I meet Beyonce, I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna cry, and I'm gonna totally fangirl, and that's totally okay.
Speaking of celebrities, you met Cam Newton over the weekend.
I did.
So you sang the national anthem at the Carolina Panthers
I
game. First off, how nerve-wracking is that? I could not imagine getting in front of so many people and singing live, and especially the national anthem.
When I first did it, I was like really nervous. But now that I've done it like quite a few times at like these big games, like I did at the Raiders game and at the Falcons game, and then at this one, I'm starting to get more used to it, and I ease into it a little more. It's not as scary as it was the first few times. I have my little routine down. I know what I'm doing. Whereas the first time I was like, okay, I can't do this. I can't. Can you just tell them to hire someone else? Because I can't do it.
And you're singing it live.
Yeah, it's live. It's there's a lot of you have to have like the ear things in because
Yeah.
there's such like backtracks like oh say can you, and so if you like sing it without those like you're like 3 steps behind because you keep hearing the lag like the playback of your
Yeah.
it's just weird. It's really weird. So you have to kind of like keep your ears plugged up so that you can hear yourself and not like 4 of yourself.
What's your favorite TV show besides the one that you're on?
Besides Shake It Up, of course.
Right?
I would say I watch a lot of Law and Order SVU. To all my friends out there, that is my show. I actually know the whole beginning monologue by heart. I mean, if I may.
Let's do it.
In the criminal justice system, sexually based offenses are considered especially heinous. In New York City, the dedicated detectives who investigate these vicious felonies are members of the elite squad known as the Special Victims Unit. These are their stories. Dun-dun!
Yeah!
I know that since I was 12, and that's a point. But yeah, no, I love that show, and I always, when I was younger, I used to take it to the extreme. Like I was afraid to do everything. I was like, I don't want to walk outside and take out the trash. You never know what can happen, you know. But yeah, I love that show, and Mariska Hargitay, I'm obsessed with her. I would also probably fangirl if I met her as well. Yeah.
I see Shake It Up because it's out of my household. I don't sit and intently watch it like I do Law and Order. How was your character that you play on the show?
I think she's the same age as me. If not, like maybe a year younger, but she's basically the same age. Yeah. Any other questions?
How hard is it to memorize the lines when you are doing episodes?
When I first started, it was harder, but like literally, like when you're so used to getting new scripts, like revised scripts every day, and you're used to doing like it's like kind of like I don't know how to explain it. It's just like a well-oiled machine. You just kind of get used to it, and you just know what it is. So it's just like I'm so used to like memorizing lines. It's like second nature. Yeah. Oh, right here, and I'll come back over to you.
What's your favorite food?
My favorite food is ice cream. I like Haagen-Dazs coffee ice cream. Oh, Haagen-Dazs anything, dude. And you right there?
What do you get? Do you get to keep anything from the show once you're done with it?
We don't keep the clothes or anything like that, but we sometimes when it's like a random prop that they don't need, we might be able to keep it. It's random. And when we just ask for it, like, if we're like, hey, if you're not going to use this, because a lot of the times the props and the clothes, they all go to a warehouse where, they get stored or whatever. Sometimes they sell them for charity. Sometimes they sell them for whatever. Or sometimes they use them again for other shows. So, like, I had a jacket on one time that was from So Random, like, a few years ago. So it's like they can keep the stuff in the house. Yes, ma'am.
When you first started Shake It Up, did you get a pick what you wore?
We don't pick what we wear, but we have like input in what we wear, so it's kind of like a collaboration. Obviously, they keep in mind that we are the people that are wearing it, so we get a lot of say in what we wear. We have to make sure we're comfortable in it, we like it, that whole thing. Yes, darling?
How tall are you?
I'm 5'10", and my mom is 6'4", so I plan on being at least 6 feet tall. If not, I'm gonna be sad, but that's okay. Yes, ma'am.
My daughter Kaylin over there in the corner. She's scared to ask the question, but you guys are in the same grade, so
Oh, hey, do you have a question?
what's your
I
question,
can put you
Kaylin?
on the spot now.
Would you follow me on Twitter?
I can't follow you, but I will shout you out. Is that cool?
Yeah.
Okay. Any other questions? Yeah. Yes. Yes.
Do you have a boyfriend?
I don't. I don't have a boyfriend. There's also my dad back there, so that's one big factor. Any other questions? Yeah.
Me?
Yeah.
Do you have an Instagram?
I do have an Instagram. It's at Zendaya Marie with
Can
2
you
E's.
follow me?
I can, like again, I said I shout people out. I cannot follow, but I will follow in spirit. I love you still. Yes.
Can you shout me out on Instagram too?
Yes, I will do what I can. Back there with the little hand.
Yeah, last question, right here, last question.
Hi, baby hand. Hi. Yeah. Huh?
Your
What's your
favorite Disney
favorite
princess?
Disney
Ooh, that's a good one. I like, I used to love Ariel when I was little because I just thought that was so cool. I wanted to be a mermaid so bad. And what else? I would say I love Princess Tiana, who is the newest Disney princess, I think, other than Rapunzel. But she is just really cool, and she seems like she's just like sassy. She has like she seems like an independent lady, and I like that. She's like the Beyonce of Disney princesses. Right?
I think there's one more right here at the front. This is it.
Yeah.
This is actually not a question, but she's actually really tall too. Could you please tell her that being tall
Is
is
awesome.
It is.
Okay, real quick. Any tall people out there? Anybody else really tall? Okay. Tallness is great. And especially for my ladies, realize that I call it model tall because that's what you need to know. And also, don't ever let anyone tell you that you cannot wear heels because some people like to say that because you're tall, you cannot wear heels. Which, here's my philosophy. They're going to comment on you being tall regardless. So you might as well be as tall as the ceiling because either way, they're going to say something. So, my mom is 6'4". She rocks being 6'4", and she's fabulous. I think it's great to be tall. And plus, think about all the pluses you can see over people's heads. 1. 2, you can grab your own stuff at grocery stores and clothing places. You don't have to ask anyone to help you. There's all kinds of fun things we can do being tall. So I think tallness is great. Do our pants fit all the time? No, but that's what we have high tops for.
Right? You're unique. Very unique. Give it up one more time for Zendaya. The album is in stores now. It is also called Zendaya. The book, it is called Between You and Me, How to Rock Your Tween Years with Style and Confidence. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for
We
having me.
really appreciate it.
Of
Thank you.
course.
One more time, thanks to Salpino Pizza for the free pizza. We really do appreciate that. Salpino is delicious. Thank you.
We're just gonna take pictures.
Nice. Let's do it.
So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna line up. We're gonna take a picture. Again, we have
Coming in.
Please, so you don't get too crowded, why don't you just
That's
have,
Dad, by
have
the
them
way.
come by rows?
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, we just explained it to them what we're gonna do next.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So we're gonna do pictures, and after pictures, see you later. So we'll start in rows. We'll come up. We'll take a picture with the station camera. Okay, we're not gonna have everybody's cell phone taking pictures. We've got a picture, a camera. We'll put it on our Facebook page so you can get that. Okay. Let's start with this row right here. Let's see if we can do it in groups of 2.
Who's first? Who's first? Go for it.
I know. You're taking it with Dad?
No, we're doing it.
Okay, okay.
I'm gonna stand by.
No, that's fine. I
One,
thought you were that's the only thing we were taking.
All right.
Thank you. Nice to
Thank you.
I'm sorry.
Oh, you're short. All my friends are like, Mom, too.
She doesn't want
Next.
Don't be shy. You want to get up there with the daughter?
No.
Is the first row done?
Yeah, the first row is
Okay,
done. Where
so
you
the
guys
second
done?
row coming up.
Are you on?
Good.
Don't think I'm
Come on in.
Got it. Thanks so much.
You're all done.
Thanks, Billy. Can I take one breath?
Come here. Next. Marguerite, that's good.
I'm still a Steve fan.
Thank
Thank you.
You got a wonderful future ahead of you.
I will. I'll be on here, yeah.
We can move this chair if you want together.
You know, like,
You know, I haven't.
I know that, but go for it.
It's so good. You get it too? Are you on The Walking Dead too?